Well, I'm the commander of the American Legion in Verona, and Kim called me and asked if we had members that would be interested in doing this program. And I said, sure, I'll send it out to everybody. And I think we had a few that signed up for it, and I thought, well, I'll try it out too, just to see what the program is all about. So it was all through Kim. It's a great option. I mean, there's a lot of military, ex-military people that need a program like this. Me, not so much, but like I said, I did it just to kind of see what the program was all about more than anything else. And, you know, I really appreciate stuff like this, people doing stuff for the military. It's just amazing. You know, years ago when I was in the service, you know, military wasn't really looked at that favorably. But in the last 20 years, it's just been amazing how people treat you anymore. And it's nice to know that you're appreciated.
So John and I have actually been doing the program for 3 years now. It's been going on, this is the 34th year. So it starts out in the morning. We meet at Union Hall and have breakfast and find out which homes we're going to. And I mean, I think everybody does it for the same reason, to get out to these homes and meet the veterans. You know, some of the homes we go to, some of the vets are elderly, living by themselves. You know, they're lonely, so a lot of times it makes their day, us coming there and just having a chat with them, getting to hear about their past and sometimes their military experiences and their stories, which is usually very entertaining. Mm-hmm. And then obviously to check on their heating system, their furnace. Most importantly, make sure it's safe and working efficiently and gonna keep them warm for the winter. And yeah, I mean, we do it because you know, at the end of the day, we feel good about it, and you know, to give back to veterans who have given so much to us.
Yes, it is. It's very cool that they do something like that, or heat. Yeah, it's very cool that they do something like this. You know, like I said earlier, there's a lot of vets that probably can't afford to have this done on a regular basis, and this is just something that helps them out and to make sure that they have the heat throughout the winter. So.
I typically like to check all the safeties on everything. I like to make sure that if there is a lockout event, it's actually going to shut the furnace off the way that it should. I go through all of that, and then I set and check gas pressure, and I check combustion, and a lot of visualization. There's a lot of things with just looking at a flame, if you can tell if you're burning okay. And most motors have some kind of start component that you can measure with a meter to make sure that everything is not only running good, but going to continue running good. Some of those degrade over a period of time, and you can tell fairly quickly just by reading them if they're going to last or if you should probably replace them. And just it's really about you know, the safety and just making sure that there's no visual problems. It's keeping the house comfortable, and there's no dangers for any kind of bad carbon monoxide or anything to help not help the homeowner with anything in the house. So yeah, and this program does mean a lot to me. 601 has done a lot for me to get me to where I am today, and I've learned so much, and being able to give back on a volunteer basis is just fantastic. I love it, especially for veterans. Some of my family was in the military. I have a lot of friends who are veterans, and this is, I can't think of a better cause to spend my time and help people out. So it's a great program.
I know the vets that we have, most of them are very appreciative of the community and so on. A lot of vets around here have been where they were in the Guard and so on, so a lot of them lived around this area. But we have quite a few that were in the Army and the Marines, Air Force and so on, Navy. And I think the hardest thing for them is being away from their families, you know, when they're deployed, you know. So, but there's a lot of there's a lot of respect in the military and for the military nowadays, and I think a lot of guys really appreciate that, and that's a reward in itself.
Yeah, I mean, usually meeting the different vets at the houses. We'll talk about, of course, ask about their experience, and it doesn't always come up. I don't always bring it up that I'm a vet, but if it does, then we share that bond, and it's pretty special because I mean I am married, kids, job. I've kind of lost touch a little bit with some of my buddies that I was in the military with, so it is it's a good opportunity to reconnect with that the veteran community.
We share a lot of experiences from previous years, what we've done, and the Madison Contractors Association does a great job. They put together some really touching videos about different interviews they've had with people over time that really, if that doesn't get you going, it gives stride for the cause big time, just with the way that it's presented to you, and they're just they get us really acclimated and kind of pumped up to do this. So it's and everybody, we don't all work together all the time. We're all from different contractors, but it gives us a good chance to bond again with everybody that we maybe were in school with or cross paths in the field or whatnot. It's a great experience for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we do have some of the leaders from our union get up and talk, and the other thing is they want to try to grow this event too, to, what were they saying? They want to try to hit 80, 90 houses, something like that next year. So I don't think we've heard as much of that in previous years. So I think that's going to try to help get the word out that, hey, this is a great event, come and help out. Try to get more companies, more vehicles involved, and we can get to more houses.
Well, once again, I want to thank those that participated in this. I think that, from what I understand, they had quite a few people that signed up to help on this, so really appreciate their commitment to the military people.